when I went through my really bad bout of depression, it was when I went through a life-threatening illness. And through this illness, it went undiagnosed, misdiagnosed twice before they finally figured out what's wrong. And for 5 months, I was unable to work as a neuropsychologist. And as a neuropsychologist, I saw patients every day, day in and day out. I would start my day at 6:30 in the morning, and I'd see my first patient at 7, and I would see them all day long, and then I would go home and I'd eat dinner with my family, and then I'd write reports, and I'd do this day in and day out, and that's where I got my identity. I'm not proud of it, but it's what I did. That's who I was. And so when I became ill, I couldn't work anymore, and I was tethered to IVs every day. It's what kept me alive. IV hydration, IV nutrition, IV pain management. I was bruised from my wrist almost to my shoulder, both arms. I lost weight. I went from being about 113 pounds to 78 pounds. I looked sick. I looked deathly ill. And the depression that ensued from not only being in pain and not feeling well, but not being able to do what I thought my call was horrible. And day in and day out, my husband and my kids, they went about their day, so I was alone. And that's where depression leads, is feeling alone. And I hated it. And I got to the point where I thought, well, what's the point? Like, what's my purpose? If I can't do what I was called to do, what's my purpose? And about all I could do was pray, read my Bible, and listen to teachings online. Thank goodness for the internet. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would have done if this experience had been 20 years before, but so I would listen to sermons and teachings and freedom sessions online, day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. But I'm thankful for them because I could do that. I could do that. And I listened to praise and worship music 24/7. And sometimes in that course of 5 months, I had to borrow on other people's hope because I started to lose my own. I thought, what's my purpose? I couldn't work anymore. I was losing referrals. Doctors can't refer to me, they're going to refer to someone else. And so I really had to borrow on other people's hope for a period. And during this time period, I prayed 3 things every single day. I prayed that God would give me a more accurate perception of Him, because I really realized, God, I don't think I really know who you are. I think my perception of you was skewed. And I prayed that He would give me an accurate perception of myself, because I thought if I don't have an accurate perception of God, I know I don't have an accurate perception of me. And I prayed every day that He would give me this joy that He spoke of, because I thought, I don't know what that is, but I don't have it. And this surely is not it. So every day I prayed for an accurate view of Him, an accurate view of myself, and I prayed for joy every single day. And slowly it came. Slowly, very slowly. Oh my gosh, could it have come any more slowly? But that is part of that spiritual refining process. But that doesn't come on the mountaintops. But what the enemy intended to harm me, God used for my good. And that is what He will do. That is what He promises to do.